Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's continuous discussion on Nectar of Devotion by Srila Rupa Goswami, and of course translated into English by our glorious spiritual master, our Jagat Guru, eminent Siksha Guru, His Divine Grace, Abhay Charnaravinda, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So we are continuing our discussion on Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, all right? So as we know that in this devotion, there is three ways to achieve success. I mean, step by step. First step is sadhana bhakti. Second step is bhava bhakti, and ultimately we are going into what they call prema bhakti. All right. So under sadhana bhakti is divided into two. First is vaidhi sadhana, that means following the rules and regulation in performing devotional service. And after we perfected our vaidhi sadhana, then we go into Raga Nuga Sadhana Bhakti. That means spontaneous. After we become very spontaneous, so that means once we come to the level of first level spontaneous, the ultimate level of spontaneous means we have come to the level of Bhava. Okay, Raga Nuga Uchangatta vandu Bhava Bhakti. So then after Bhava, that is divided into four, I think. Then after that, Prema. So like that, we are going step by step. But before that, just a simple reflection about how important is bhakti is, right? So we are all talking about bhakti, sadhan bhakti, and to avoid fruitive activity. Or palan எதிர்பார்த்து வாழ்றது வந்து we are trying to reduce as much as we can, all right? Because the material, what they call benefit or the fruit of material achievement, it is very frustrating. You know what happened? Sometime back, I have planted a mango tree and a banana tree. Okay. And after so long, today I saw there is a bud in the mango. Okay. Maamaram vandu puthirukku. And at the same time, what they call my papaya tree, my banana tree also taru potrukku. All right. Then in my papaya tree, I see there's many fruits and few fruits have already ripe. So this morning, while I was just looking at it, I just thought, see, it takes so much of effort for these trees to produce fruit. Like my mango tree, I think I planted for around 2 years and it's keep growing. And I was just wondering, then while I'm anticipating to enjoy the mango, I've been looking at other people's mango tree, right? You all follow what I'm saying? So while I'm trying to contemplate, அடுத்தவங்க மாங்காய், ஐயோ மாங்காய் அப்படி நல்லா இருக்கு. இந்த மாங்காய், I really love to see mango tree with full of mangoes. And I've been going around looking at other people's tree while anticipating and waiting for my tree to produce fruit. But if you really think about it, it takes so much of effort for the thing to first flower, then we see a bud, then after that we see start to grow, it will be bitter, then slowly it start to grow, it will taste sour, that eventually it grows bigger and start to ripe, it becomes what? It becomes so relishable. But what I will do, I will pluck that mango or the papaya. Later I'll go and pluck the papaya. And it only take me, what, 10 minutes to eat it. So I pluck that papaya, I peel it, right? I offer to Krishna and I eat it in less than 10 minutes. So just for that 10 minutes enjoyment, 10 minutes happiness, right? It take me at least years of meditation for the tree to produce fruit. So that was my morning reflection today. Similarly, we work so hard, we become a first-class karmi. We work so hard day and night, okay? And while we are working hard, we know that we are in the path of success. At the same time, we'll be looking at other people's success. Look at the fellow driving Mercedes. Look at the fellow having a big house. When am I going to get it? When am I going to get it? So by comparing, while we are working, we are looking left, right, other people. So when the success come to us, all right, say when we get the salary or whatever, just within seconds, everything is used up. All right. So that's why we are exchanging our life, our precious life, for something which is perishable. Right? Just like the mango or the papaya, which I'm going to pluck later. It's going to take just a matter of minutes for me to finish it up. But it took such a long period for the tree to produce the flower, and the flower turn into bud, and the bud turn into fruit, and the fruit becomes ripe, and I pluck it just within minutes, I'm done. So that is why this material way of life, when we want to live our life materially, everything, because I remember, because from a philosopher was saying, in material life, after all, nothing matters, right? In material life, after all, nothing matters. Once upon a time, a person may get a terrible bad name. After some time, they will forget it. Once upon a time, a person might have a very tragic divorce or tragic death or whatever, or traumatized life. After all, everything will forget. Once upon a time, a person can be a very nasty person, but eventually he'll get into some politics and everything. He'll become the great savior of the nation. After all, nothing matters. So in this material life, after all, nothing matters, because the matter is actually nothing. All right. So that is why I was just contemplating and I was just thinking, how fortunate are we that we are in this devotional service? We are very fortunate, actually, indeed fortunate. We can say, Josian, when you go and see the Jadagakara, oh, what do you call that? என்ன உச்சங்கட்டம் நேரங்காலம் ரொம்ப சூப்பரா இருக்கு. Your time is extremely good. What they call, இன்னும் சொல்லுவாங்க, பாக்கியம். ஓ, தொட்டதெல்லாம் துலங்கம். தொட்டதெல்லாம் தங்கமா மாறும். இல்ல சிந்தாமணி கை வந்து சிந்தாமணி ஸ்டோன் ஆயிரும். தொட்டதெல்லாம் துலங்கம். But after all, nothing matters. Our real fortune, our real opulence, our real luck, after millions of birth and deaths, and today we are in devotional service. And in devotional service, there's so many varieties of devotees, but we are scrutinizingly going into the book called Nectar of Devotion. After scrutinizingly went through this book, Nectar of Instruction, which is actually the eye opener. Bhakti Loka is your mind opener, right? And Harinam Chintamani was Harinam Chintamani, the chanting of the holy name, is your heart opener. So your mind, your intelligence, your heart, everything is open. And now we want to know now what I should do. And that is why we are gone into this Nectar of Devotion. Nectar of Devotion, I should say, a book, a guidebook of devotional service. All right. Every devotee should make it a practice to study Nectar of Devotion very scrutinizingly. All right. And by the good fortune and by the mercies of our spiritual master and all the previous Acharya, we could be able to sit and start to discuss this Nectar of Devotion scrutinizingly. All right. So now we have already passed through. So first we understood about what is Nectar of Devotion, divided into 4 oceans, and every ocean is divided into seas. All right. Eastern Sea, Western Sea, Northern Sea. All right. So like that. Then after that, it was written by, it was compiled. I should say compile and commentary. It's commentary, all right, by Srila Rupa Goswami. After 10 days, after he escaped that prison, he came and he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Ramakeli. And in that Ramakeli, he stayed with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 10 days. And in 10 days, he was given all this instruction. He learned everything from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 10 days. And the book is teaching on Lord Chaitanya. So what happened? He took that teaching 10 days. After he took it, after he learned whatever 10 days, then he went and checked with all the Shastra revealed scripture. Because in the intelligent people, actually, the blind people will simply follow things blindly. When some jokers can come and do some G-Boomba, he become God. Some people can come and talk some kind of word jugglery, juggle with word, he can become God. Another person can give you a big hug, that person can become God. So these kind of bogus gods are around, right? This is the foolish people. But the intelligent people, what they say, I want proof. I want evidence. That is intelligent. That's why scientific people are very intelligent people, because they want proof. They don't want to listen to some Aesop story or grandmother fairy tales. They say, give me proof. Scientific. So for that reason, what did Rupa Goswami did? He went and scrutinized, studied all the Vedas from Srimad Bhagavatam, from this Mahabharatam, then Ramayana. Then he studied this Vishnu Purana, then Skanda Puran, and Padma Puran. He quote everything from all the. Then recently we also see Harsha. Harsha Sanghita. All right, there's even Sanghita, there's many Sanghitas, Harsha Sanghita, and all the things he took it and gave evidence. See, this is true. Lord Shiva says this, Indra say this, right? Then who else? We have studied Lord Shiva says this, Lord Indra says this, then Kapila Muni and all, they give all the evidence. See, this is the truth. After scrutinizing, we take all the thing from there and he's just giving it to us as evidence. Then after that, he says, okay, now step one. All right, step one is you want to start your bhakti, you should start from sadhana. It's a kindergarten. All right, sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti is you're going to the kindergarten, UKG, under kindergarten. That means you are a nursery. All right, then you finish up that, then you go to LKG. All right, LKG means it's like a kindergarten, right? The first is nursery, second is kindergarten, 6 years old. That is Vaidhi sadhana. So you learn how to write. A means you must write like this. B means write like this. C means write like this. Not like B. B terbalik become D, right? P terbalik become Q. So like that, we must know all the rules and regulations about word. Okay, how to put the words, then how to combine the words. Okay, A, P, P, L, E, apple. All these Vaidhi sadhana. We are learning the rules and regulations of phonetic and grammar. All right. So then we are going to the primary. Primary is what? Primary is, we are talking about, okay, lower primary, higher primary. Lower primary, higher primary, and maybe STPM, right? So we are talking about Bhava. Bhava is divided into 4, so like that. Or maybe up to diploma level. All right, then you go into Prema. Okay, Prema Bhakti. All right, Prema Bhakti maybe is a degree, Masters, PhD, and scholarly. That means double PhD, triple PhD. That means there's no end. So like that is divided. Now you continue all these. That's when a person becomes full-fledged graduate, a scholar. A scholar in bhakti is the person who knows these 3 kinds of bhakti and the subdivision, number 1, and number 2, the person who practices it. Not simply study and become like a scholarly, just like a parrot, right? Because even if you go to Harvard, if you go to Oxford, you see there's a lot of study of Indology, all right? The studies of Indology and the study of Sanskrit, study of all this kind of thing, Indology, especially the study of Indology, the studies of Indians and Hindus in Oxford and Harvard. And what textbook they use? That Prabhupada's textbook, Bhagavad Gita. But the professor who teaches this, has he become a devotee? No. So this is something that has to be relished. All right. So it's mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.3, 3 or 4. All right. They call Rasamalayam. Rasamalayam means what? It's just let me see. Oh, I've got a Bhagavatam with me now. So the first thing is Janmadya Siyatan Vedras Chattis Abhinaswara Tene Brahma. Okay, not this one. When you look at this verse 2, Dharma Projita Kaitava. Train Mulana, Srimad Bhagavati Mahamuni Kriteva, Paresh Ishvara, Sadhya Hridya Avarudya, Tak Kritivi Shushrushvi Shashana. Okay. Text 3, yes. Text 3. Nigama Kalpatarur Galitam Palam. Galitam Palam means what? The fruit that has no skin and there's no seed. All right. So, Nigama Galitam, fully mature. All right. Palam, fruit. Sukha Mukha Amrita Drava Samyuttam. That means Sukha, Srila Sukadev, original speaker, Mukhat, from the lips of Amrita, nectar. Drava means semi-solid and soft. Drava means no skin, no seed. You just take it and just bite it. How nice if you just take a fruit and just simply bite it and squeeze it. It is not hard, it's not soft. It simply melts in your tongue, right? So when you take that fruit, even the frustrating part, you have to peel. There's no skin on it. Even when you just carelessly, when you bite, there's no seed in it. You end up, you're going to hurt your teeth, right? So therefore, easily swallowable. Samyutam, perfect in all respects. Pibata, do relish it. Okay. So that's the thing that's mentioned in Srimad. So that is all relishable. Okay. So that's so by the mercy of all our child. That's why we should be very, very honored, and we should be very grateful to our spiritual master and all the acharyas. All right. Even in this birth or even in your previous birth or whatever, that whoever that have inspired you, that to take up the sadhan bhakti. All right. So therefore, before we start our usual ritual, let's offer obeisances and our gratitude to our spiritual master, to our Prabhupada and all the entire Guru Parampara. All right. In your subtle body, in your imagination, think about the best ever flower that you can think of. The most beautiful flower, the most fragrant flower that your mind can extend, that you have experienced it before. You know, so think about that flower and offer it to the lotus feet. And it seems like only the white color flower is the most fragrant, like no, like malati flower, no, the Malligapu, right? Pavala Malli. There's another flower. What do you call? Uh, yeah, the word is in my mind. But daisy, what? Darjeeling. Something. Okay, whatever. So white color rose. So this kind of flowers, you just think in your wildest memory. Just drag your mind and just think about the most beautiful, most fragrant flower, and just offer the petals at their lotus feet, and make the flower into a garland and put around their neck and offer your dandavat. Dandavat means your full prayer. Okay, thanking them for giving us such a wonderful opportunity. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Uttappadakam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagarjadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaita Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvashesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaye Kripaptaye Krishna Sambandha Vignana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jala Premade Sri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namasute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtai Dinatarini Rupanuga Viruddha Pasidanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padambu Jayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidanandanamine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gauravir Bhava Bhumestvam Nidasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarva Bhauma Sri Jagannataya Te Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubheva Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratisve Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Jaya Pataka Swami Niti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gauraka Damadaya Nagragra Matarini Hari Om Tat Sat. With this, we start our session here. And first of all, I would like to also to welcome all the Matajis and Prabhus for joining us. Charana Lakshmi Mataji, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, Gandhi Mataji, Saki Mataji and Saswata Prabhu, Sonia Mataji, Swarna Kanti. All right, welcome. Sadguna Mataji, Kharpia Saras Mataji, and Vivan Prabhu. Take care. I mean, take care. Thank you for coming. My mind is reeling somewhere. Okay, go Ranga. All right, so now let's see where we stopped that day. Similarly, right? Similarly. Where did we stop? Okay, we have read this. Harsha Sanghita, right? Yes or not? Ayashira Pancharatra. Okay, we have read this. In this connection. Okay. I think in the passage of Hayashirsha. Right, okay. Okay. So, okay, let's start from here. I think Nanda Devi Mataji is not here, is it? Okay, not here. Okay, so yes. Last week you spoke about this. Nala Kuvera and Manigriva. Okay, now. All right, now let's continue on the Eastern Ocean, chapter 2, second C and verse 46. Haya Shirshiya Shri Narayana Vyuhastavecha Na Dharma Kamam Artham Va Moksham Va Varadeshwara Prataya Tava Padabja Dasyam Eva Bikamaye. There's a passage in Haya Shirsha Pancharatra. Okay, Haya Shirsha Pancharatra, which states, my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, I do not want any resultant benediction from my religious life. Okay, nor do I want any economic development, nor do I want to enjoy sense gratification, nor liberation. I simply pray to be an eternal servant at your lotus feet. Kindly oblige me and give me this benediction. So this is what usually the devotees like to pray. You know, as I said just now, right? So what did I say? That resultant benediction of religious life. So the resultant benediction of the religious life. Okay, I did a lot of religiosity. I did fasting on Ekadasi. You know, my dear Lord, I did fast on Ekadasi. Please take care of me. You know, like that. Or any economic development. All right. Or any sense gratification, or even liberation. Why? Because all these things doesn't last. You know, you are just asking the Lord to give you a. That means, in other words, you are at the beach. You know, you are at the beach, and you're trying to build sandcastle. So the material opulence, like a religious life, the way anything, or economic development, or a sense gratification, or even liberation is just like building a sandcastle by the beach. All right, sandcastle by the beach. We know, we go to the beach, we see up to the wet soil, wet sand, right? So we know the wave come up to that level. But now, because of low tide, the wave is pushed away. So now we are sitting there thinking, oh, there's no more wave there. Okay, they say, okay, this is the place I would like to build a sandcastle. All right, sandcastle. So in that sandcastle means then I start to build a sandcastle and make it so nicely, so nice, beautiful castle. All right. Eventually, when the high tide comes, everything get dissipated, gone. All right. It reminds me about the thing that happened when I went to India, right? When I went to India, to my native place, Paramakudi, that area, Paramakudi, and near that, it's like so congested. And on the side, so huge space. That means from left up to the right, I'm seeing such a huge place, not used. You know, then I was telling my cousin, why these people are so crazy? Why you have to make everything so congested? எல்லாம் கிட்ட கிட்ட நெருக்கடியா எதுக்கு கட்டியிருக்கீங்க? அவ்வளவு பெரிய பரந்த இடம் இருக்கு, சும்மா கிடக்குது. அந்த இடத்துல ஏதாச்சும் கட்ட வேண்டியதானே? Why you all want to put here there? Then he smiled at me, Then another fellow also smiled at me. I'm thinking, why they are smiling? He said, then he asked, உனக்கு இருந்தா என்ன செய்ய? இந்த மாதிரி இடம் இருந்தா, if I'm a town planner, I will push this side and sit there, or at least I'll build a road there. Oh, really? You'll build a road there? Then everybody burst out laughing. I say, why are you all laughing? He said, you know what is that? Vaige Aru. Vatti Pochi. Dry already. River is dried. Vaige River. Vaige Aru Vatti Kadakkudu. When the monsoon season comes, the water, it will be flooded. It will be full of water because they make so much of dam and there's no water supply to Paramakudi area, up to Ramanathpuram and all these places. Then that's what he said. I said, oh, really? So our material life, material opulences, and all these things, all this benediction actually doesn't last long, just like the body. All right? It is just like a child asking for a toy, right? Just to play, say, like for instance, like yesterday I took a drive from Penang to KL, Penang to Ipoh on the way. My daughter suddenly says, I want to have this toy. I say, no, this toy don't last. It's okay. While in the car, I won't be bored. So she just want to play with a small toy that just sufficient for her to travel from Penang to Ipoh and after that throw it away. Right? So this is the thing. That's why all these great personality, they say, I do not want any benediction from religious life. The idea about religiosity is for me to study and to understand, not simply go to temple and do ritual. Tottathukala yagam, tottathukala parigaram, tottathukala all that. No, it's not necessary at all. The purpose of religious life. What is the purpose of religious life? The purpose of religious life is to know Krishna. And what is that part of the most important part of the religious life? Is to study about him. So we have to study the Shastra. We have to study the Vedas according to our Acharyas. So our religious life is to study. So when you, that's why in a purport, in the introduction, Prabhupada explain about this Bhagavad Gita, right? You can take bath in Ganga. It's mentioned, he re-quoted from Adi Shankara. You go to Ganga, you bathe. After prolonged bathing, only can purify you. But when you read Bhagavad Gita, it purifies you on the spot. So he said, then Prabhupada explained that bathing in Ganga and reading Bhagavad Gita is same. Because Ganga come from the lotus feet of Krishna and Bhagavad Gita come from his lotus mouth. There's no difference. There's no difference at all. Yes? So when there's no difference between these two, all right? So that means both are very purifying. But reading Bhagavad Gita is more purifying, even like taking bath in Ganga. Right? So that means what? So our religiosity means every day we should sit and read Bhagavad Gita. That is religiosity. Not go to temple and just do this kind of go to the temple like a beggar and beg for benediction. Oh Lord, give me this, give me that. That shouldn't be the way. Right? That shouldn't be the way. We shouldn't be a beggar to Krishna. We should, because Krishna said, come, be my lover. Right? Like the day there's one Mataji, Chinese Mataji in Ipoh telling, kita semua hamba Krishna. I say, tada, salah. Kita bukan hamba. Kita kekasih. Kita semua kekasih Krishna. See, when a boy and a girl in love, when say if the girl, okay, who are so attached to the boyfriend, the girl can be carefree. She no need to ask for anything. When the boyfriend or husband drives to a certain place, he will just get down and get for her something that she wants. And sometimes the thing that she didn't even think about it. She don't even, not in a wildest dream. Suddenly, you're going to buy a big bouquet of flowers which she never thought of. Then suddenly you'll take her for some candlelight dinner which she never anticipated. Maybe she take her like that. So a lot of surprise, right? You all have experienced that, I believe. When you're first time and in love, you always like to give surprise. Similarly, Krishna is there to give us all the surprises. He said, be my lover. Don't follow all these rules and regulations, all this nonsense. Right? Because the rules and regulations are meant for karmi, not for a devotee. Because for a devotee, our ultimate goal is to become lover of Krishna. So when you all want to become a lover of Krishna, first thing we have to get rid of all these kind of, this is what they call samsaras. Nowadays, we see our society is becoming into smarta Brahmana society. Tottathukala yagam, tottathukala parigaram, tottathukala karyam. What nonsense is this? Like the day there's one devotee was saying, no, we are so afraid, after we die, we have to do this. I say, come on. That means when you die, you need somebody to come and do your ritual. That means you have no faith in your Maha Mantra. You have no faith in your Guru. You have no faith in your Shastra. You understand? So a devotee should understand the body can be perished in anyhow. It doesn't matter how the body, whether the body going to be buried, the body going to be cremated, or the body going to be thrown to the vulture. It doesn't matter how the body get discarded. So a devotee should not be worried about that. We don't care how the body going to get discarded. Like sometimes when you go to the toilet, we do not need to worry how our stools are getting cleared. How the toilet system works, how the thing when I flush, how the thing goes into that, and how the thing from there goes into the all that we don't need to worry. We simply throw and come. That's it. Similarly, the body also there. So we must have the strong faith. So when we don't have that kind of faith, oh, I need to book this person, before I die, I want this person. Come on, all that not necessary. While we live, we still have a second chance. So you should always engage in Nama Bhajan and Nama Kirtan. Nama Bhajan and Harikatha. As long as you merge yourself in Nama Kirtan and Hari Bhajan, you have no worries at all. It doesn't matter who come and do your final rites. It doesn't matter at all. Because after all, this body is to be thrown. But all these things are required for karmis. For those people who are not a devotee, who have not surrendered to Krishna, who not even once tasted the nectar of Harinam, or not even once tasted the thing, even that's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, even once a person engaged in my service, he is saved from the greatest type of danger. But a person who are extremely first-class pakka karmi, so his body need to be purified before the cremation. You need to do all the rituals. But for a devotee, all these are not necessary. Okay? So all these are not necessary. So So because all these kind of things, that means we must have firm faith. Because why I'm saying all this, in other class, we don't talk about this because now we are going deep into devotional service, bhakti, Vaidhi sadhana. So in Vaidhi sadhana means we only follow the rules and regulations to enhance and also to convince you, to create more conviction, convincing you, yes, you are in the right path. Even just think about not following the four regular principle, which is so exciting in life. Sometimes people ask, you don't drink? Last time you drink what? Yeah, but now I don't. You என்னல வாழ்க்கை தண்ணி இல்ல கோழி இல்ல ஆட்டம் பாட்டம் கொண்டாட்டம் எதுமே இல்ல என்ன வாழ்க்கை நீ எப்படி how you all can be happy? But why we can practice all this? Because we have already got that knowledge, because we understand that this spiritual life, even you chant maybe only one round a day, or just eat prasadam maybe once a week every Sunday, this is more relishable than once a week Saturday night fever. Right? So like that. So we should always remember that. Okay? As a devotee, we remember that we should have firm faith. Because that's what in this Haya Shirsha Pancharatra states. He said that I do not want any resultant benediction of religious life. Oh Krishna, at the time of death, please make me to remember you. No, we don't need to worry about that. As long as you are sincere, Krishna is there to save you, to take you away. Why you need to pray to Krishna so I can remember you at the final birth? Even if you miss the boat, there's still a second ferry is waiting. You have not drowned in the water yet. You are still waiting at the jetty. The first boat left. The first boat left. The first ferry have left. It's okay. Second ferry is on the way. Right? You still will reach your destination. So no worries. So all the religious life, sometimes you say, no, I want to do this. Oh, if I do this thing, I'll go to moksha. I will get, no, all that are not necessary. Moksha, all that not necessary, a devotee. And secondly, economic development. All right. I have the money. I want to build a nice temple for you. I do, come on. Like sometimes they say, sometimes we see that a lot of issues in the temple and all this. Or sometimes we say, no, I have to save the ISKCON temple. I have to save the temple. Come on. Who are we? This thing has been predicted by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it will run by itself. So no worries, right? So when Krishna desires a center, a temple, he will supply the necessities. All right, he'll supply the necessities. All right, so like that. And of course, sense gratification. I do not want to enjoy sense gratification. Of course, as I say just now, because it doesn't last long. All right. Then number 3 is liberation. All the liberation also, I'm not so interested. But what I want, I just want to be your eternal servant at your lotus feet. All right. And after that, he says, kindly oblige me. All right. வேண்டுகோளை யோசிச்சு பாருங்க. He didn't say, he didn't mention kindly give it to me. Padabje dasyam eva bikamaye. Prataye tava padabje. Pada. I mean, I just want to be the eternal servant. All right. So please oblige. That means please help me. All right. So the next verse it says, Tatraiva puna punar varan ditsur vishnur muktim na yachita. Bhaktir eva vrta yena praladam tam namamya haham. In the same Haya Shisha Pancharatra, the same thing. After nourishing a day, wanted to give benediction to Praglat. So now the example now is mentioning here. So the first is 46. The devotee says, right? They said, I don't want anything. But in 47, it says, the Praglat, Narasimha wanted to give benediction to Praglat Maharaj. Now I want to give you a benediction. But the thing is, Praglat did not accept any material benediction. He didn't ask any material benediction. But what he asked a favor. He simply asked for the favor of the Lord to remain as his eternal devotee. All right. Puna punar varan dikshur vishnur muktim na chayate. Na means no, I don't all that. Muktim, vishnur muktim, all that I'm not interested. Bhaktir eva. Therefore, bhakti, vrata. Right. Yena praladam tam namami aham. So I just want a favor. Just give me a favor that I can remain as your eternal servant. And the following verses, Yadirchaya labdam api Vishnu dasaratis tuya. Naichan moksham vina dasyam tasmai hanumate namaha. So in the connection, Prahlad Maharaj, what he's doing, he cited the example of Hanuman. Right? He's citing a Hanuman. He's giving example of Hanuman, eternal servant of Lord Ramachandra, who also set an example of never asking any material favor from the Lord. He always remained engaged, always remained engaged in the Lord's service. That is the ideal character of Hanuman, for which is still worshipped by all devotees. Okay, which is still worshipped by all devotees. Prahlad Maharaj also offered his respectful obeisances to Hanuman. Then, Ateiva Prasiddham Sri Hanumat Vakyam Bhava Bande Chade Bhava Bandachide Tasye Sprahayami Na Mukyate Bhavan Prabhur Aham Dasya Iti Yatra Vilupyate. All right. So, there is a well-known thing spoken by Hanuman. He says, my dear Lord, if you like, you can give me a salvation from material existence or the privilege of merging into your existence. You can give me. But I do not wish any of these things. Right? So, Ataiva Prasidam Sri Hanuman Vakyam. Hanuman is saying, Sri Hanuman speaking. Vakyam means Pesrare. Bhava Banda Chide Tasye Sprahami Na Mukyate. Right? I do not all this. Right? Bhavan means place. You can. I do not want anything that which diminishes my relationship with you as a servant, even after liberation. So I don't want anything that can make me away from you. Away from you means what? Away from your thinking, away from the mind. Remember that the previous thing says that I wish I can have thousands of tongues, thousands of ears to hear. But what is the point? I merge into the thing and become nothing. Who spoke that? Prahlad spoke that in 7th canto, right? No, 7th canto, yes. Was it Prahlad Maharaj? We read last week. Who was it? I can't recall. All right. So there's a who said that? What is the point? I merge into the light and become nothing. Right? I become nothing. I lose my sense of hearing. I lose sense of my touch. I forget. What's the point? No point. Right? So like that. Okay. Now in Eastern Ocean, chapter 2, text 50. Sri Narada Pancharatri Cha Jitanti Stotre. Now he's quoting from Narada Pancharatra. Right? Dharmartra Kama Moksheshu Necha Mama Kadachana Tvatpada Pankajasyadyo Jivitam Diyatam Mama. In a similar passage in the Narada Pancharatra, it stated, my dear Lord, I do not wish any perfectional stage by performing ritualistic religious ceremony. All right. I do not wish any perfectional stage. Okay. By performing the ritualistic religious ceremony or by economic development or by sense gratification or liberation. I simply pray that you grant me the favor. Give me the favor again by keeping me under your lotus feet. So now we understand, since we are talking about Vaidhi Sadhana, the rules and regulation. So under the rules and regulations, sometimes we need to practice this ritualistic religious ceremony. All right. We have to follow some rules and regulation to perform certain ceremonies and everything, okay, under the Vaidhi sadhana. So, but here it says, I do not wish for any of this. I do this ritualistic ceremony. I do the rituals, all right? I do this, whatever things that require the ritual in the worship, but I do not ask for any kind of sense gratification, economy development, or this thing, all right? What I simply pray that you grant me the favor. Okay, please give me the favor, all right? That keeping me under your lotus feet. In 1.2.51, Moksha Salokya Sarupyan Prarthayena Dara Ichchami Mahabhaga Karunyam Tavasu Varta. Moksha, Salokya, and Swaropya. All right, Moksha, liberation, Salokya, Sarupyan. So I do not wish any kind of liberation, Salokya. What is Salokya means? Please underline. Reside in your planet. Please underline this thing. Salokya Moksha means to stay in his planet like Vaikuntha Loka. Or in Goloka. Or Sarupya. What is Sarupya means? Have the same bodily feature like you. Okay, when you go to Vaikuntha Loka, you're going to have the same forehead, and you're going to look like him. I don't want any this kind of liberation. But what is it? I simply pray for your favor that I may be always engaged in your loving service. All right? I may be always engaged in your loving service. So now what we can understand from here? Huh? What we can understand from here? So when we talk about favor, what is favor means? All right? Favor என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழ்ல? What they call favor in Tamil? உதவியா? உதவி இல்ல. என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க favorனா? வேண்டுகோளா? வேண்டுகோள். Right? Hello? Anybody home? Am I audible?
வேண்டுகோள் பிரபு.
வேண்டுகோள். All right. வேண்டுகோள். அப்ப வேண்டுகோள்னா என்னது? You're putting a proposal. All right? You're putting a proposal. Say like for instance, you're asking a favor from the minister. All right? You say your children are studying, don't have money for further education. You're going to the minister, your MP, your Adun, ask for MIC or whatever, go and ask for the favor, all right? Just ask for the favor, please help me that my child need a scholarship or some funding. சரியா? ஒரு வேண்டுகோள். அப்ப அந்த வேண்டுகோள் போட்டா என்ன நினைப்போம்? When we ask for a favor, what will happen? Will you have high expectation? You're asking for a favor, yes? So now I'm coming to Vivan and says, Vivan, can you do me a favor? All right? Tomorrow I don't have a car. Can I borrow your car, Vivan? Can I get a favor like that? But what Vivan will say, well, Prabhu, I'll think about it. Maybe tomorrow I'm not sure, but I'll think about it. So when I ask that thing, like when Vivan say like that, I won't be sitting here and just thinking, tomorrow Vivan, I'm definitely going to get Vivan's car. I can't do that. Yes or not? Because that I just asked for a favor. And the favor have to be replied with some definite answer, yes or no. Yes? So I don't know whether it's going to be yes or no. So I'm just putting in my proposal, favor. So when you really think about it, when you put in a favor to Krishna that I always engage me, please give me a favor that I may always engage in your loving service and everything. So it depends on Krishna to accept your favor or not. So you don't have any expectation. So when you don't have any expectation, you just ask for a favor. At the same time, what do? You just carry on with your sadhana. The same thing happened to Srila Prabhupada. When he went with expectation means he definitely don't dare to leave India with 40 rupees. If you go there with high expectation, when I go there, I'm going to see 10 people and the 10 people going to multiply by 100. They're each going to bring 10. I'm going to create a society, the whole world. No, he never planned anything. He simply depend on Krishna. Look here, Krishna, I'm going there. Please do me a favor by bringing some good people to me. All right? And halfway, he never asked, Krishna, where is the people I asked for? No. When you ask for a favor, வேண்டுகோள்னா அவர் கொடுப்பாரு, கொடுக்காம இருக்கலாம். So because he simply surrendered to Krishna and he simply asked for a favor, and look at that, what happened? The international society was created. So simply that is one of the example that we should pray. My dear Lord, please do me a favor. Okay? Please always engage me in your service. But while engaging in my service, you should know, I'm not a strong-hearted person. I'm giving my way of praying to Krishna, right? It's not anyone. I'm not putting anyone. I'm just my own personal experience. I say I don't have a firm conviction. I'm very fickle-minded. So on my path in this sadhana, please, if you desire so, do me a favor by not putting me in anxiety. Sometimes when I do things, suddenly say, like for instance, when I want to do something, suddenly financial crisis hit me. You think I can do all these kind of things? Every morning I'm doing these classes, my peak time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the day that I supposed to go out and make some money. And even Saturdays, Sundays, a lot of things, like I'm almost like a full-time devotee. All right. People ask me, what do you do? What do you do things? I'm not saying anything to brag about myself. What I'm saying is, until now, I don't know what is happening in my life. Somehow or other, Jagannath is taking care of my life. Without even endeavoring hard and everything. Somehow or other, life goes on. So like that. So I no longer doing my business that I used to do because I find it's all that so much of attachment. So anyway, so always think about asking for a favor. My dear Lord, please do me a favor. At the final moment of my time, my last breath, please do me a favor that I don't go into anxiety and I could calmly remember you, and enthusiastically and excitedly I can leave my body. If at all, if you think I'm worth it. So like that. So always when you start to ask for favor, that means you don't have expectation, because expectation is something very, very painful. Like, I don't agree with Kadir Ibrahim. Kadir Ibrahim talking is fully nonsense. But one thing that he told, that until now it's click in my head. Out of all this nonsense, bogus thing that he talked, one thing makes sense. என்ன தெரியுமா? எதிர்பார்க்காதே ஏமாற்றப்படும். அந்த வார்த்தை தான் எனக்கு அப்படியே மைண்ட்ல அப்படியே ஒட்டிக்கிச்சு. எதிர்பார்க்காதே ஏமாற்றப்படும். Don't expect you will be cheated. எதிர்பார்க்காதே ஏமாற்றப்படும். அதுதான். எதிர்பார்த்தாலே அங்க ஏமாற்றம் வரும். ஆனா எதிர்பார்க்காம வேண்டுகோள் அது என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? ப்ரொபோசல். வாட் யூ கால் ப்ரொபோசல்? வேண்டுகோள். திடீர்னு தமிழ்ல சிக்கிச்சு எனக்கு இன்னைக்கு, என்னன்னு தெரியல. ரைட். ஸோ வேண்டுகோள். ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு வேண்டுகோள். ஜஸ்ட் புட் இன் யுவர் ப்ரொபோசல். Put in your proposal. Just like asking for a tender, just put in your proposal. Whether you're selected or not, it depends on your capacity. If Krishna says yes, that's for you, right? Like that. So now let's look at Srimad Bhagavatam 6.14.5. Ateva Shri Bhagavate Shaste, quoted in 1-52. Eastern கிழக்கு கடல், இரண்டாவது அலை, கடல், இரண்டாவது கடல், 52வது ஸ்லோகா. Right? Muktanam api siddhanam narayana parayana sudurlabha prasantatma kotishvapi mahamune. Muktanam api siddhanam narayana parayana sudurlabha prasannatma kotishvapi mahamune. Muktanam api siddhanam Narayana Parayanaha Sudurlabha Prashantatma Kotishvapi Mahamune. Similarly, in the 6th canto, 14th chapter, Srimad Bhagavatam Maharaj Parikshit inquired Sukadeva Goswami. He said, my dear Brahmana, I understand that the demon Vrittasura was greatly sinful. But his mentality was completely absorbed in the modes of passion and ignorance. Now the question is, how did he develop such a perfectional stage? Devotional service to Narayana. All right? So how? I've heard that even great person who have undergone severe austerity, even a great person who have undergone severe austerity, kadamiyana dhamam edutha kuda, and who are liberated with full knowledge, jnanis, they must strive to become a devotee of the Lord. They have to work so hard to become devotee of the Lord. And Vrittasura, Bhayangara Arakan, fully in the mode of passion and ignorance. How? So it is understood that such persons are very rare. Okay? It is understood that such persons are very rare and almost never seen. So I'm astonished that Vrittasura became such a devotee. So in the above verse, the most important thing to be noted is that many liberated person who have merged into the existence of the impersonal Brahman, but a devotee of the Supreme Lord Narayana is very rare. Even of millions of liberated persons, only one is fortunate enough to become a devotee. All right, let's look at this. What does it mean? So here Prabhupada explained, it is under such a, okay, he says, in the most important thing to understand. இதுல வந்து முக்கியமான ஒரு கருத்தை நம்ம புரிய வேண்டும். என்னது? To be know that there are many liberated person who have merged into the existence of impersonal Brahman. All right? That many, நிறைய பேர் வந்து அந்த பிரம்ம நிலை, அந்த ஒளியில போய் இணைஞ்சிட்டாங்க. There so many people have merged into that. But a devotee or bhaktar of the Supreme God Narayana is very, very rare. Prabhupada explained this, very, very rare. All right? Very, very rare. Because they don't want that. They don't want this kind of things, very rare species. We as a devotee are considered a rare species. Right? Okay. So now, okay. So we are very received because he says, even out of millions, Kodi Kanakana liberated person, there's so many millions people who are liberated, only one is fortunate enough to become a devotee. Only one fortunate enough. So that means here it's not mentioned as a great devotee or what. It just mentioned like this, right? Okay, what it says, Muktanam api siddhanam. Siddhargal who have achieved liberation. All the siddhis, all the bhaktas who have who became a distinct. So Sudurlabha Prasantatma. Kotishva api mahamune. So only that kind of very rare, right? Very rare. People only can become a devotee. All right. So now think about yourself. Always think, check yourself. Well, I am a devotee here. Whether I'm initiated or non-initiated, that is secondary. All right. Whether I'm just starting or I'm old, that is also secondary. But what is the primary? What is the primary thing? You have got an opportunity to chant the holy name of Krishna. You have that opportunity, you have that desire to hear Krishna Katha. You know, that day I was talking to one devotee in BM. He says, morning, because I think he was supposed to join. I think he said he will listen. So he said, morning, he will be very busy. Is he here? No, he's not here. All right. So he says, in the morning, so many people. Yes, in the morning, yeah. Around average 10 to 20 people are coming in the morning. So roughly around 10 is there. Really? 9 to 11? Yes, 9 to 11. Then online, I see that my previous class, I see 500, 600 people listen every day. But now it started to reduce. But at least around 15, 20 people are watching it online. That's why please do me a favor. If you're listening to this online, please put a thumbs up or a and just put a comment. All right. Because when you do a thumbs up and a comment, it seems it carries some kind of weight where it will be on top. So when people are looking for this kind of distinct devotional service, they'll stumble upon this video. All right. So that's something. Okay. Now, so it become a very rare thing that we can become a devotee of the Lord. Okay. Are you all following me? All right. Put a thumbs up if you're following me. Okay, who's that? Sonlala. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. Tental, you want to take a short break now? After this, the discussion is going to be more exciting. Shall we take a short break? All right. Now it's 10, 12. Just
Yes.
take 2 minutes. Just get up, stretch yourself and come back. Okay. Hare Krishna. All right. So, okay, now let's look at the next verse. It's quoted from 1.8.20. Pratamecha Sri Dharmaraja Matu Stutau Tata Paramahansanam Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidanartang Katang Pashyemi Hi Shriya. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st Canto, 8th chapter, verse 20, Queen Kunti is praying this. Okay, it's quoted in verse 53, 1.2.53. Praying to Lord Krishna in the time of his departure. He says, my dear Krishna, you are so great that you are inconceivable even by great stalwart scholars and Paramahamsa. Even inconceivable, that means you cannot be understood even by great stalwart scholars, Priya, Jnani, Vinyani, Arivali, Mahamuni. You don't understand. And also Paramahamsa. Paramahamsa means fully liberated soul. So if such a great sage who are transcendental to all reaction, which is beyond or to all reaction of material existence, are unable to know you, then as far as we are concerned, belonging to the less intelligent women class, how is it possible for us to know your glories? How can we understand you in this verse? How can we understand you? That's the thing that Queen Kunti is asking, right? He's asking that we, as far as we are seeing, we are belonging to the less intelligent women class. All right, now let's look at the thing about less intelligent women class. Sometimes this is an issue that, okay, before that, right? So, okay, let me explain this. Okay, what does that mean? Less intelligent women class. Sometimes devotees will take this wrongly, right? They will understand this wrongly to say women are less intelligent. How does that mean women are less intelligent? Once upon a time, I mean, not once, a few years ago, there's one doctor asked me this question. I need to tell you this because this is very important for you to understand. Okay. So she asked a question. I don't understand why it's mentioned like this, less intelligent women. Women are less intelligent, right? Women less intelligent. How to understand this? You know, okay. Now we must know men are divided into two: men, male and female. All right, men and women. So now, women means okay. Men have very high intellectual. Women have less intellectual. Are you all following me on this? Okay. Let me draw. All right. So now say like this is a truss. Right? This is a truss. What they call in English? Forgot the name. All right. Okay. So like this. So men are high in uh, intelligent. Women are less in intelligent. Okay. Men are high. Women are low in intelligence. Why? Because naturally because women are high in emotion and the man is low in emotion. All right. The emotional, being very emotion. Yeah. So a child need to bring up not through intellectual way. ஒரு குழந்தை வந்து உணர்ச்சி what they call emotion yes, emotion, yes. So a child, when the child is born, first the body is developed through the mother's milk. The brain and the cells, everything developed through the mother's milk. But secondly, the growing up of the child, it has to be done through emotion, the motherly love. When it comes to emotion, there's nothing logic about it. So when the emotion is high, the intellect will be low. That's why when a man dies, the woman as a widow can go on bringing up the children very nicely. Right? But when a woman dies, when the wife dies, for the man, he can never bring up a child. Therefore, he is asked to marry a second to look after the children, because the children only can grow up by that emotional love by mothers. Right? As we see, right, like for instance, sometimes say like children come from outstation. All right, when the children are sick, and sometimes there's a lamentation, I miss my mother's cooking. No one have said I miss my father's what they call I miss my father's what do you call warmth, or I miss my father, I feel like I can hug my father. No, nobody say that. Huh? When we say, I'm going back to I'm going back to my mother's place. We don't say the father's place. All right. And in fact, the country says this is a Ibu Negara, or the capital we call as Ibu Negara, because that is motherly. Even a child, even as we grow up, even as a man, we grow up, when we come back, we always like to go straight and stick to our mother. When we see our father, pa, hi, yes, hi, pa, okay. But when we see mother, we straight away go and hug her. We want the mother to feed us, even as an adult. That is motherly. So when we talk about motherly, there is no such thing intellectual is there. You cannot have intellectual sharing with the children. It doesn't work that way. You all understand what I'm saying? Example. Okay, good. Okay, example like this. Say, like, for instance, I've got a child who are very fat. And the doctor says, your child is obese. And the child need to go for diet formula. So what I will do, I will create all the diet formula. And this is it. Okay, no eating after 7 p.m. Forget about pizza with cheese. All these kind of things, forget about it. Okay. And as a father, I said nothing doing. Even the child come and cry, no, Papa, just wants no such thing. No such thing. But at the same time, when the child goes to the mother, Amma, please, Lama, please, at least once in a while, even though she knows the child is obese and fat and has to go through this kind of rigorous kind of this thing. But the mother, he says no. So what happened? The mother is not using intelligence. The mother using emotion. But the father don't have emotion. He only have intelligence. அதனாலதான் தமிழ்ல ஒரு அழகான ஒரு பழமொழி இருக்கு. ஒரு ஆம்பளை எவ்வளவுக்கு எவ்வளவு மண்டகரமா சுத்த முடியும்? ஒரு ஆண் மகன் மண்டகரமா எவ்வளவு பெரிய ஈகோயிஸ்டிக்கா இருந்தாலும் சரி, கடைசியில he will submit to his wife. A man can never be egoistic rest of his life. A day will come. அதனாலதான் தமிழ்ல என்ன பழமொழி? தாய் பின் தாரம். தாய் பின் தாரம். After mother, your next is your wife. You understand? So அதனாலதான். Okay. So தாய் பின் தாரம். So that means the mother is such a wonderful people and they are worshipable and you do not like to go worship a person who are very emotion. You know? My internet is not stable. Did I break? Am I breaking?
Ama, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, for a while.
Yes, you are breaking. You are breaking, Prabhu.
Okay, how about now? Is it okay now?
Okay, Prabhu.
All right. So, அதனாலதான் தமிழ் என்ன பழமொழி? தாய் பின் தாரம். ஒரு ஆண் பையன் எவ்வளவுதான் ஆட்டம் போட்டாலும் வாழ்க்கையில கால் கட்டு போடுன்றாங்க. கால் கட்டுனா என்னது? ஒரு பொண்ணை பார்த்து கல்யாணம் பண்ணி வச்சிரு, முடிஞ்சு, அவன் அடங்கிடுவான். That's why our culture never wrong. You know, our culture never wrong. இவன் ரொம்ப ஆடுறான், இவன் பையன் ரொம்ப ஆடுறான், இவனுக்கு ஒரு கால் கட்டு போட்டாதான் சரி. ஏன் ஒரு மண்ட கருவம் பிடிச்சவன் எப்படி ஒரு கால் கட்டு போட்டு அடங்கிடுவான்? அதான் பெண்ணோட தன்மை. எவ்வளவு பெரிய கேங்ஸ்டரா இருந்தாலும் சரி. Okay, I give you one real life example. Once upon many years ago, I had one trader. He came to me when I was doing this mind science program. I don't know how he hear about me. Suddenly he was sitting in the class. All right? And he was so depressed. சரி, ரொம்ப டிப்ரெஸ்ஸா இருக்கான் போல பையன் சொல்லிட்டு then I just gave my classல ஒரு mind science தன் முன்னேற்பு பயிற்சி. So after giving all the thing and he became like so he have changed a lot and everything. Then after that I didn't see him. After few years later, I was in Kampung Tunku Medana, something like KL. It's a very notorious place, that area. அந்த இடத்துல வந்துட்டு I went and put tint on my glass and காடியோட tint அந்த இடத்துல சீப்பா இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அங்க போய் காடியில tint போட்டுக்கிட்டு இருந்தேன். பக்கத்துல வந்து க்ளுவாங் கெஃபேன்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு. So I was sitting there. At that time my father was there. He was not well. Suddenly one guy came, tall, dark, கை ஃபுல்லா நகை, கால் பார்க்கவே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் ரவுடி மாதிரி இருந்தான். அங்கிருந்து என்ன பண்ணா, அப்படியே என்னை பார்த்தான். Then my friend was telling, sir, யாரோ உனக்கு பார்த்து அப்படி முறைக்கிறான். பார்த்து நான் பார்த்துட்டு, ஐயோ! என்னடா இவன் போச்சுடா, இந்த இடமே ஒரு கோளாறான இடமாச்சே. அப்ப I start to think, நான் எங்கேயாச்சும் ஓவரா பேசிட்டேனோ, எவனோ வந்துட்டானா. Then he was keep staring at me. Then suddenly he walked to me. He walked, he walked to me. He said, நீங்க தானே புனிதன்? புனிதன் சார் தானே? I said, ஆமா. சார் எனக்கு தெரியுதா? இல்ல ஞாபகம் இல்ல. சார் நீங்க என் வாழ்க்கையே மாத்திட்டீங்க சார். அப்படின்னு. ஆமா என்ன ஆச்சுன்னு? உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா? என்னது பிபிடின்னு ஒரு இடம் இருக்கு. இன் கிளாங். ஆல்ரைட். இன் கிளாங் ஏரியா சூபா அந்த இடத்துல வந்து இஸ் அ ட்ரெய்னிங் சென்டர் பிபிடி. லைக் பக்தி வேடதா புக் ட்ரஸ்ட் மாதிரி அந்த இடம் பிபிடி. அதை கேன் நெவர் ஃபர்கெட் தட் பிளேஸ். ஒன் ஆஃப் மை ட்ரெய்னிங் சென்டர் ஐ யூஸ்ட் டு யூஸ். அந்த பிபிடில நீங்க மைண்ட் சயின்ஸ் செஞ்சீங்களே? ஆமா. அங்க நான் வந்திருந்தேன். அப்படியா? ஒரு மூலையில ஓ ஆமா உட்கார்ந்திருந்தீங்க. சார் உங்க கிளாஸ் வந்து ஓகே எனிவே his life changed and everything. So he was coming and showing his gratitude. And he told me, he said, I am a very notorious gangster. And he's under the title Ops Chantas. Ops Chantas? And all the gangsters name list, they all shot down. By ASP, what Paramasivama? ASP, no, not ASP, SCC.
Param.
Param. Yeah, Paramasivam. Assistant Commissioner. SAC2 Param. என் பேரை போட்டாங்க. ஆப் சந்தாஸ். இந்த திருட்டு பையன் எல்லாத்தையும் சுட்டு தள்ளிடு. பிடிக்கவே வேணாம். ஷூட் டு டெத். அதோட தான் இந்த ரவுடி பையன் எல்லாம் எல்லா இடத்துலயும் ஓடினானுங்க, ரைட்? அப்ப அந்த டைம்ல என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா, one day he decided to repent. He decided to repent. After he decided to repent, he went to his wife and said, he is very good cook. He said, நான் வந்து லண்டனுக்கு போறேன், என் ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஒருத்தர் இருக்காரு, சமைக்கிறதுக்கு ஆள் வேணுமா, நான் அங்க போறேன், நீ வந்து என்னைய ஓகே சரி சரி நான் வந்து ஐ ஸ்டாப் பீங் ரவுடி, அந்த இடத்துல ஹராஸ்மெண்ட் நல்லா நிப்பாட்டிட்டேன், நகை இருந்தா கூடு, ஒரு ஒரு என்ன what they call a bracelet, நகையை கூடு, I just want to sell the thing and buy the ticket and go. And you know what the wife said? நீ வந்து திருட்டு பையன், நீ எவன் உன்னை எப்போ உன்னை சுட்டு தள்ளுவான்னு தெரியாது, நீ ரோட்ல எப்படி இறந்து கிடப்பேன்னு கூட தெரியாது, நீ செத்து போயிட்டீங்கன்னா என் குடும்பத்தை நான் யாரு பாக்குறது, முடியாது, கெட் அவுட், கொடுக்க மாட்டேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. சோ அன்னைக்கு வந்து என் கிளாஸ்ல வந்து உட்காரும் போது he was so heartbroken that the wife chased him out. The wife refused to give the gold to sell. சரி, anyway, now the fellow is very successfully settled in England. So now what happened to his story is like this. Why I'm telling you, even a very notorious gangster is under the control of his wife. அதான் சொல்றேன், தாய் பின் தாரம். ஒரு ஆம்பளை பையன் எவ்வளவுதான் மண்டகரமா இருந்தாலும் கல்யாணம் பண்ணா கால் கட்டு. அதனாலதான் the ladies control man through emotion. The man needs emotion. Child needs emotion. அப்ப அவங்களாம் வந்துட்டு என்னன்னா, when they are very emotional people, okay, see, like for instance now, like my mother, like she used to read Bhagavatam. When I come back, Sunday, I feel very tired and everything. She put down the Bhagavatam and go and get for me a glass of water to drink. So, என்ன பண்றீங்க? இல்ல நீ களைப்பா வந்திருக்காத, தண்ணி எடுத்து வந்திருக்க உனக்கு. She's reading Bhagavatam. She put the Bhagavatam down and go there and bring me a water. That is mother. So that is what it means by less intelligent. So please do not understand this wrongly, right? Because this is the thing that always people talk, why this Hare Krishna people. No, that is the thing. Okay, I hope you all understand. How many of you understand? Please put a thumbs up. No one understood?
Understood, Prabhu. Very clear.
Okay, great. Who's the person who thumbs up? I can't see. No, even ladies, Matajis. Most important, Mataji should understand this. Who
Understand,
this?
Prabhu. Understand.
Okay, great. So now we understand. தாய் பின் தாரம். அப்ப அந்த தாய்மை இடத்துல இந்த லாஜிக்லாம் அங்க செல்லாது. அப்ப தாயோட வேலை காலையில எந்திரிச்சு வேலைக்கு போய் சமைச்சு வேலைக்கு போய் வீட்டுக்கு வந்து கூட ரெஸ்ட் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. திருப்பி கண்டினியூ ஒர்க்கிங். பிகாஸ் இமோஷன் இஸ் வெரி பவர்ஃபுல் பீப்புள். அதனாலதான் பெண்களுக்கு சக்தி என்ற பேர் இருக்கு. ஆனா ஆண்கள் வந்து சிவன் சிவனேன்னு உட்கார்ந்துருக்கான். பெண்ணு வந்து சக்தி. So அதனாலதான். So must remember this. So when people next time when you hear this kind of, because you're all going into bhakti very seriously, you should understand this thing. The women are less intelligent class means it's not to say they are stupid. They are very high in emotion. திராசு மாதிரி. இமோஷன் கூட இருந்தா லாஜிக் குறவா இருக்கும். லாஜிக் கூட இருந்தா இமோஷன் குறவா இருக்கும். அதான் ஆண்கள் கிட்ட வந்து பெண் பிள்ளைங்களா வந்து ஒட்டாதுங்க. எவ்வளவுதான் அதனாலதான் ஆம்பளைங்கள் என்ன செய்யணும்னா 50, 55, 60 வயசுக்கு மேல வீட்டு விட்டு வெளியேறணும். ஏன்னா அதுக்கப்புறம் வீட்டுல அவங்க இருக்கிறதே ஒரு சுமதான். They are going to be a burden to the house. That's why our system says after 60 take vanaprastha, after 75 take sannyas. If a man takes sannyas and go, nobody in the family will just they don't even bother. Inga papa. Sannyas எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டாரு. So it's like that. Okay, anyway. All right, now, okay. So now she's asking, how? As a woman, as a Kunti Devi, I will struggle all my life bringing up the children and in the politics of the palace. எவ்வளவு பிரச்சனை. Okay, how can we understand you? அப்படின்னு அவங்க கேட்கறாங்க. alright, இன்னொரு இடத்துல இந்த இடத்துல நீங்க வந்து நீங்க நெசமலி கவனிச்சீங்கன்னா அந்த குந்தி மகாராணியோட பிரேயர்ஸ் வந்துட்டு உலகத்திலே சிறந்த பிரேயர்ஸ். இந்த பிரேயர்ஸ் வந்து நீங்க எங்கேயுமே கேட்டிருக்க மாட்டீங்க. the prayers of Queen குந்தி அதுன்னு ஒரு புக் தனியா இருக்கு. ஸ்ரீமத் பாகவதம் 8வது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கெந்தோ சாப்டர் 8ல வந்து the prayers of Queen குந்தி அதை நீங்க படிங்க. அவங்க வணங்கின மாதிரி ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் so anybody will pray. இங்க யாராவது வேண்டிக்கிறீங்களா, இறைவா நான் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கேன், எனக்கு வேதனை கொடு, கஷ்டம் கொடு, ஏன்னா எனக்கு பிரச்சனை வந்தாதான் உன்னை நினைக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா மனுஷனுக்கு சில நேரத்துல பிரச்சனை வந்தாதானே நம்ம கடவுள் நினைக்கிறோம். யாராவது வேண்டுவீங்களா? காந்தி மாதாஜி, சத்குணா மாதாஜி, will you pray? ஞான மாதாஜி, oh welcome ஞான மாதாஜி, will you pray? Oh Krishna, I'm feeling so comfortable, give me more suffering. Gandhi Mataji, will you pray that or not?
Yeah, I've heard of her prayers and yeah.
No, you heard, but will you do that?
No,
Give me more
actually,
problem.
yeah. Being a normal human being,
Yeah.
I never do that.
No, Krishna. Hey, why Krishna? I'm feeling so good, lah. Wow. See, because I'm feeling so good, I don't remember you. Krishna, give me more problem. Give me more pain. You know? எவனாவது பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரன் என்னை வந்து நல்லா துப்புற மாதிரி ஏதாச்சும் சூழ்நிலை உருவாக்குங்க. நான் வெளியே போகும்போது எவனாவது ஏசுற மாதிரி செய்யுங்க. You know? Let people come and backstab me. ஒரு திருட்டு பையன் வந்து என்னை கொல்ற மாதிரி என்னை துரத்துற மாதிரி துரத்த விடுங்க. Nobody will pray to that, right? ஏன்னா but Kunti Devi is such a great devotee. She asked, oh Krishna, you give me more and more suffering and pain. Give me more suffering, pain. Give me more pain. So the more you give me pain, the more I can remember you. That is Queen Kunti. And that is Mataji. That is the power of women. So now, so in this verse, the particular things to be noted that the person God is not understood by great liberated person, but only by devotees such as Queen Kunti in a humbleness. Although she was a woman and was considered less intelligent than man, still she realized the glories of Krishna, and that's the purport of this verse. Okay, now let's look at the next one. 1.7.10 Tatreva Shri Sutoktau Atmaramascha Munayo Nigranta Apyurukrame Kurvantyahaitukkim Bhaktim Itam Bhuta Buno Hari. Another passage is very important, Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st Canto, 7th chapter, verse 10, called Atmarama. This is Atmarama verse. This is a very important verse. Okay, those who are studying Srimad Bhagavatam, you must understand this verse is very important. Atmarama, and second verse is the word Atmarama, second is Haituki. All right, this is very important. So the Atmarama verse, in this Atmarama verse is stated that even those who are completely liberated from material contamination, fully liberated from material contamination, are attracted by the transcendental qualities of Lord Krishna. Okay, so that means if you are attracted to this kind of a transcendental quality of Lord Krishna, that means we understand that you are almost there. You are a completely liberated person. That's why as a devotee, we don't ask for any liberation. The liberation stands at the doorstep with the hands and just waiting, Prabhu, when are you going to take my seva? Because you know why? Being a devotee, being able to chant Hare Krishna, reading Bhagavatam, reading Bhagavad Gita, fasting on Ekadasi, you know, you are already there. You're already beyond liberation. Okay, the purpose of this verse is that a liberated soul has absolutely no desire of all material enjoyment. He is wholly freed from all kinds of material desire. Freed, yet still he is irresistibly attracted to the desire to hear and understand the pastime of the Lord. Even though the liberated soul is fully free from all desire, but still he cannot tahan, he still got a strong desire to hear, attracted by the desire to hear and understand the Lord. We may therefore conclude that the glories and the pastime of Lord are not material. Otherwise, how could the liberated person knows as Atmarama be attracted by such pastime? This is the important point in this verse. So what we understand from this verse, that the pastimes of Krishna, all these leelas and everything, they are very, very attracted, very, very attractive, very pleasing, and it's not material. The next verse, 1.2.55. Atra trajataya vakta mukti pancha vidapi chet salokyadis tatapyatra bhaktya nati virudyate. From the above statement is found that a devotee is not offer any kind of stage of liberation. All right. From the above statement is found that a devotee is not after any stage of liberation. All right. Please underline these things for your own understanding. There are 5 stages of liberation. Number 1, to become one with Lord. Number 2, to live the same planet with the Lord. Number 3, to obtain the same bodily feature as the Lord. Right? And number 4, to have the same opulence as the Lord. And number 5, to have constant association with the Lord. Out of these 5 liberated stages, the one which is known as Sayujya, or merge into the existence of the Lord, is the last to accept by devotees. All right? So that means the thing Sayujya means to merge into the thing, is the last to accept. The devotees actually don't accept that. The other 4 liberation, although not desired, but still are not against the devotional ideals. That means even it's not desired by the devotee, but to desire that, it's not against the bhakti, devotional ideals. You all following me on this? So you can ask for it. You can desire for it. No harm. To become one with the Lord, of course, we don't want that. But to live the same planet, why not? I have the same body like a Vishnu, Vaikuntha, we go there. No harm. Number 3, to obtain the same bodily feature. Yes, why not? To have the same appearance, to stay like no harm. And to have a constant association with the Lord, to stay with him, is no harm done. But only the thing that we don't accept is merging into the Lord, which is not, because you merge into the Lord, you don't have anything. Okay, now let's look at 2 verses here, 1.2.56, 1.2.57. Sukaisharvaryottara seyam prema sevotratyappi Salokyadir dvidda tatra nadya seva jusammata Kintu premaika madhurya jusa ekantino harau Naivangi kurvate jatu muktim panchavidam api. Some of the liberated person who have achieved these 4 stages of liberation may also develop affection to Lord Krishna and to be promoted to Goloka Vrindavan planet in the spiritual sky. That means some of the liberated person who have achieved these 4 stages, the 4 stages, as I say, stay with him, have the same bodily fear, all these kind of 4 people, not the merging one, the 4 people. Okay, they have also developed affection for Krishna, and they also can get promoted to Goloka Vrindavan in the spiritual. In other words, those who are already promoted to Vaikuntha planet, who possesses the 4 kinds of liberation, may also sometimes develop affection for Krishna and being promoted to Krishna Loka. So all the just now the 4 liberation, it is called as the liberating into Vaikuntha planet. Even those who are on the level of Vaikuntha planet liberation, they also can have attraction to Krishna, and somehow or other they take attraction to Krishna, they can go back to Goloka Vrindavan. So those who are in the 4 liberated state may still going through different stages of existence. Right? I mean, those who are 4 liberated states still go through different stages of existence. Right? To be with God is one existence. To have the same bodily features is one existence, like that. So in the beginning, they may want to opulence of Krishna. But at the mature stage, the dormant love of Krishna exhibited. Now you all understand? First, we want to have the same opulence like Krishna. We want to be with Krishna. All right? So that means we do Vaidhi sadhana. See, a Prabhupada indirectly start introducing Raganuga or Bhava and Prema. So that means when a person becomes matured. In your Vaidhi sadhana, when you start to become matured, you will start to, okay, at the mature stage, the dormant love. What love? The dormant love. The dormant love என்னது? தூங்கி இருக்கிற சிங்கம், தூங்கி இருக்கிற காதல், தூங்கி இருக்கிற நட்பு, அன்பு. Dormant is there, but it's not functioning. Is exhibited. வெளியாக்கிறது in Vrindavan and becomes prominent in their heart. So somehow or other it becomes prominent. As such, the pure devotees never accept the liberation of Sayujya or to become one with the Supreme. So when you have all the chance to stay with him, to be with him, to associate with him, Or even if you're lucky, you can go to Krishna Loka, Goloka, and all these. When you have that same opportunity, why asking for something very cheap to go into, merge into the light? Like how the Mayavadi wants it. Right? So like that. So it's just like, say like for instance, your very rich uncle come want to give you a, வந்து கேட்கறாங்க, சரி நீ என்ன அம்மாளுக்கு கேள் நான் வாங்கி கொடுக்குறேன். ஒரு நகை கடைக்கு கொண்டு போறாங்க. நகை கடைக்கு வந்து போயிட்டு என்ன நகை உமால எடுத்துக்க, anything that you want, just take, I'll buy. Okay, I'm very happy with you. Okay, என்ன அம்மால எடுத்துக்க, போ, go and see. When I was given the entire goldsmith, என்ன அம்மால எடுத்துக்கலாம், ஒரு தங்க நகை எடுத்துக்கலாம், காப்பு எடுத்துக்கலாம், மோதிரம் எடுத்துக்கலாம், பட்ட சங்கிலி எடுத்துக்கலாம், மூக்குத்தி எடுத்துக்கலாம், கமல் எடுத்துக்கலாம், என்ன அனுபவம் எடுத்துக்கலாம். சரியா? நான் போய் அங்க என்ன எடுக்கிறேன், ஐம்பொன்ல இருக்கிற ஒரு மோதிரத்தை எடுத்துக்கிறேன். நான் ஒரு முட்டாளா இல்லையா? எனக்கு 916 24 கேரட் தங்கம் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு தயாரா இருக்கிற இடத்துல நாங்க போய் என்ன சொல்றேன், எனக்கு இதெல்லாம் வேணாம், எனக்கு ஐம்பொன்ல ஒரு நகை இருந்தா கொடுங்க, ஒரு மோதிரம் இருந்தா கொடுங்க. ஐம்பொன்ல. How stupid can I be? So that's why it says to merge into that light, merge into the thing. In the Mayavadi philosophy is actually a foolish philosophy. Because you have that opportunity to achieve the highest perfection, but you want to merge into the light. Stupidity. All right? So with the Supreme, they may accept favorable, others, okay? So that's why they don't accept. So the pure devotees never accept the liberation of Sayuja to become one with Supreme. Though sometimes they may accept the favorable, others for liberated stage. They may take other form. சரியா? எங்க மாமா வந்து தங்க எல்லாம் வாங்கிக்கிறாங்க. ஆனா என்ன செய்றேன், பரவாயில்ல எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு சின்ன தங்கத்துல மோதிரம் கொடுங்கன்னு வேண்டிக்கலாம். இல்ல ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு பிரேஸ்லெட் கேட்டுக்கலாம். ரைட்? இல்ல ஒரு பட்ட சங்கிலி கேட்டுக்கலாம், இல்ல ஒரு பெரிய டாலர் கேட்டுக்கலாம். ஆனா என்ன செய்யற, சரி ஒரு தங்கத்துல அட்லீஸ்ட் தங்க மோதிரம் எடுத்தாலும் யூ ஆர் இன்டெலிஜென்ட், அதுக்கு மதிப்பு இருக்கு. அதை விட்டுவிட்டு ஐம்பொண்ணை கொடுத்து ஐம்பொண்ணு பாசா கடை கூட வைக்க முடியாது, வித்தாலும் அவன் எடுக்க மாட்டான். How foolishness, right? You understand? Okay. Now let's look at 1.2.58. Tatrapyekantinam shrestha govinda hitamanasa yesham shrisha prasadopi manohartum na shaknuyat. Out of many kinds of devotee of Supreme God, there the one who is attracted to the original form of the Lord Krishna in Vrindavan is considered to be the foremost, first-class devotee. A devotee is never attracted to opulence of Vaikuntha or even Dwaraka or the royal city where Krishna ruled. The conclusion is Sri Rupa Goswami is the conclusion of Sri Rupa Goswami is that the devotee who are attracted by the pastime of the Krishna in Goloka or Vrindavan are the topmost devotees. This is the top secret. All right, this is the topmost secret. The topmost secret in our sadhan bhakti. Why we want to do sadhan bhakti? Then we want to do this Vaidhi sadhan bhakti. Then why we want to go? Yes, Vivan.
Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, here mentioned Gokula, Prabhu. Gokula and Goloka is different, Prabhu. How, Prabhu?
Goloka means is a planet of Krishna. Go, Loka. Loka means Volagam. Gokula means the one in Vrindavan. Gokula, Kula is a town or city or place in this material world. Gokula. But there in the place is called Goloka. Loka. Logamna Yadam. Logana Bhumi. Okay.
Here mentioning the material world Gokula, Prabhu.
Attracted to the opulence of Vaikuntha or Dwaraka, royal city is the conclusion. The Rupa Goswami duty attracted the pastime of Lord in Gokula. Not in Gokula, yes. Because you are talking about the Vrindavan pastime here. Gokula or Vrindavan. Gokula is also called as Vrindavan.
Okay, Prabhu.
So here we are talking about wait, just give me a second, my dear Krishna. Okay. All right. Now, here it is mentioned not that we are not talking about that Goloka Krishna. That Goloka is once you leave the body, you go there. Vivan?
Okay,
Are you
okay,
following me?
Prabhu. Okay, okay.
So once we leave this body, like we go to Vaikuntha Loka or you go to Goloka. But here the devotees are attracted to the pastimes of Lord in Gokul. Gokul means the pastimes that you read in Srimad Bhagavatam, read in Gopi Geet, all these kind of things that happen in Vrindavan, India. Okay?
Okay, Prabhu. Understood.
Okay. All right. So now when you see, so now let's look at it. This is a very, very important topic. Sometimes that's why the reason that we have started this, the studies of Nectar of Instruction and everything, because we want to go into this subject matter. So when we look at this subject matter, all right, out of many kind of devotee, the Supreme God, the one who is attracted to the original form of the Lord Krishna. That means the original form in the Lord of Krishna in Vrindavan. Okay, the original form of the Lord. Because here Krishna have taken iti chamsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So Krishna have taken plenary and a portion. First he came as Matsya. Then after that he came as first as fish. Then after that he came as tortoise. Kurma avatar. Then after that he came as Varaha, boar, still all in the water. So the first three expansion is Matsya, fish. Second is what they call Kurma, and third is Varaha. Okay. Then after that, from Varaha, the boar, wild boar, Kattupandi. Then after that, he came into half man, half lion, Narsingha. Right. Then after that, he came in the form of after Narsingha Devi Ramachandra. Okay. After Ramachandra, he came in the form of Balaram. Then after that, later he says, okay, Buddha. All right. Sankarsana, Buddha. Then, okay. So like that. So these are all the avatars. So when you look at all the avatars, all the avataram, from where they came from? Very important. Where did they come from? Okay. This is something that I want to discuss with all of you. So today, those who have joined are very lucky. But those who are watching in watching online, I hope that they watch this thing completely. All right. So now, can you see the whiteboard here? All right. The bottom here lies who? All right. Garbo Dakshayi Vishnu. Garbo Dakshayi Vishnu. Are you all following me? If you don't understand, please stop immediately and ask me. Okay. Then above Garbo Dakshayi Vishnu, let me push this away. Right. And above Garbo Dakshayi Vishnu, this thing is not disappearing. Huh? Okay. Above Garbo Dakshayi Vishnu is the place is called, okay, Satya Loka, or the place of Brahma. Okay, Satya Loka or place of Brahma. Then what happened? In between these places, from Garbho Dakshayi Vishnu to Brahma, there are many planets. Okay, there are one, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there are 14 planet system. Okay, and all these places are considered inside this one big shell. Are you all following me? So all these are under one big shell. Okay. Please say something because I can't see anyone.
Okay, Prabhu.
All right. Okay. So இந்த இடத்துல வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா இந்த இடத்துல வந்துட்டு there's one specific space here. Please here. Okay. There's a one space here. Okay, in the இடத்துல. All right, there's a place inside the shell. All right, we call this as Sweta Dvip. And who stays in Sweta Dvip? Okay, no. So Sweta Dvip. And who stays here? The one who lives here is Shiro Dakshai Vishnu, KDV. Shiro Dakshai Vishnu stays here. Okay. And this place is also known as also known as also can be understood as localized Vaikunta planet. Even though this place is within this material bubble, under this shell, but this place is Shiro Dakshai Vishnu. The expansion of Garbo Dakshai Vishnu stays here in Svetavadip, we call, and also we call as localized Vaikunta planet. Every one of you following me? Please unmute and say yes, so I can hear you because I can't see anyone.
Okay,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Yes,
All right,
Prabhu.
great. Okay, so this is the thing. So all the avatar like so whenever there's an issue, there's a problem and everything. So Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, they go and ask this Vishnu here, Kshirodakshai Vishnu. And of course, the same Vishnu is the one that stays in our heart as Paramatma. So what happened? From here, he incarnates. From here, he incarnates to all the planetary system, right? So from here, he incarnates. He comes as Narashingadev. Okay, sometimes he go to the Brahma Loka. Then he come as a what they call Ramachandra. All right, and also like Saktivish avatar, like the in Yamaraj. Yamaraj is also one of the Saktivish avatar. So like that, all the avatar come from where? Come from this part. So that means we talk about Kurma. We talk about all these places come from here. Okay, yeah. Say like this is the Earth. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. This is the Earth. All right. This is the smallest planet. Okay. This is the smallest planet, Earth. Okay. We are here. So now, but Krishna, where does he come from? He come from his supreme abode over here. Okay. There's a supreme place here. Yeah. What nonsense is this? Right. It comes from the supreme abode above, beyond this Vaikunta, beyond this material world. From there, so what happened? From there, he descend. Okay. So from that place, he descend straight to this planet Earth. Okay. So this expansion of Krishna, okay, Vrajendra Nanda Krishna. Okay, Vrajendra Nanda Krishna or Gokula Krishna, K-R-S-N-A. Right. So Gokula Krishna. So this is the Vrajendra Nanda Krishna or Gokula Krishna is the original expansion. So this Gokula Krishna, the one that we are wanting, it is from here. But other than that, all the avatar, the plenary portion of the portion actually come from these Sweta Dvip or this thing. That's why when you see when have problem, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva will go and see Vishnu. So which Vaikunta they go? They go to this thing called Shiro Dakshai Vishnu or localized Vaikunta planet, or is called as Sweta Dvip. You got it? Everyone follow me? Hello?
Prabhu.
Anyone got any question? Please ask.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Harishna.
Any question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, but is he considered one of the avatar also?
Who, Mataji?
Gokula Krishna.
Oh, very good question. Wonderful. No. Gokula Krishna, or that the Krishna is the original per se, called Swayam Bhagavan. It is not an avatar. Okay. Where is the verse? Let me see. Krishna is source of all incarnation. Idam Rai Uttama Shloka. Where is the sloka? Evam Janmani Karmani. Whenever there's a person started. Mark Panichek, mark Panatali. Okay, it's here. Okay. Yes, it's here. I marked here. All right. When you look at Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, Text 28. Canto 1, Chapter 3, Text 28. Please, remember that. Let me write it down. So if you have a Bhagavatam, you can check. 1 dot Canto 1, Chapter 3. 3.28. Every devotee must remember and memorize this sloka. Okay, very important. Okay, it's here. 1.3.20. It says, Iti chamsa kala pumsa, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, Indradri Vyakulam Lokam, Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. What it says here, Iti, all these, cha, okay, ahim, amsa, plenary portion, okay. All these above mentioned incarnation. Another Bhagavad incarnation that come from Sweta Dvip, right? The incarnation that all from Sweta Dvip, huh? All the incarnation are either plenary portion or the portion of the plenary. But Lord Sri Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. All right? Iti chamsa kalabza Krishna stu Bhagavan Swayam. Swayam Bhagavan. Swayam Bhagavan means it's the original, complete. All of them appear on planets where there's disturbance created by atheists, and the Lord incarnates to protect them. So that means Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. But whenever there is a problem, he is a portion of them, is a localized portion, incarnation. That means what they call Kshirodakshay Vishnu will come and put everything in order. But once in every seven Kali Yuga, something like that, the Gokula Krishna in his original form, Vrajendra Nanda Krishna in his original form will come. He will come and he's coming here will overrule all these things. So he just overrule all these things and he come personally to the earth and show his pastime. Okay, Mataji?
And when is that? I mean, like, is it like Kali Yuga has?
No, he like for instance, he just came around 5,000 years ago. During the transition period between this what they call Dwapara Yuga and Kali Yuga. Somewhere ending of Dwapara Yuga, beginning of Kali Yuga, he was here 5,000 years ago.
5,000. Okay, so next, don't know when.
Why you want to wait for that?
Yeah. Okay.
Why you want to wait for that? They say every one day Brahma, Krishna will come down. Every one day Brahma is how many kalpa? How many yugas? You know? It's going to be another, maybe another few trillion years later, he'll come back. So don't get stuck here forever. You know? So he came back, he came here. And after that, also he came in a very unique form. He also came in the form, another unique form. And what form is that? He came in the form of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya, he came in the form of Lord Chaitanya. And here in Lord Chaitanya, he teaches you the simple method. He teaches you the simplified method of is all the confidential pastime to the earthly people, so that we can go back straight to his place. Puriyudha Mataji?
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Any other question before I go to the next one? I just take another few more minutes. Huh? All okay? Swarna Kanti,
Okay, Prabhu.
are you following me?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
Okay. So now let's look at this. So now when you look at this, that is what it says here, right? That's why, that's why it says here that the form of Lord Krishna in Vrindavan. First of all, you understand this, correct? Very important. Huh? If you don't understand, please ask me. This is very important. The first topic, this is the first one. Point number 1. Original form of the Lord Krishna in Vrindavan. Okay. And the foremost is considered. These are the people are considered. These are the people who are considered as the yeah. Right. So these are the people who are considered Yungada Yare to be the foremost first class devotees. These are the first class devotees. Okay. Now, such a devotee. So now we talk about first class devotee. But now let's look at the devotee. Who are these? They never get attracted to who? To the opulence of Vaikuntha. That means these devotees are not interested to go to Vaikuntha Loka. Are you following me? Then they don't even want Vaikuntha. And not even Vaikuntha. They don't even want Dwaraka. They don't even want to go to Dwaraka. What is Dwaraka? The royal city where Krishna ruled. So that means, in other words, once you go back home, back to Godhead, right? In this place, no, when you look at the chart there, once after the Vaikuntha Loka, you go into Goloka. The Goloka, there's many cities, like many. One place is called Dwaraka. And that Dwaraka, Krishna stays there as a king. He is with 16,108 wives. And he stays with Yadus. And he's associated with the Pancha Pandavas. So the pure devotees don't even want that. They don't want Vaikuntha Loka. They don't even want Dwaraka. Okay? So they don't even want all these places. They don't even want Dwaraka, the royal city, the city, right? Krishna ruled. They don't want that. So the conclusion, what is the conclusion? Please underline this statement. This is our goal. The goal of studying this thing, when you want to be a pure devotee, the goal of Sri Rupa Goswami. So now we understand. Why are we reading Nectar of Devotion? What Srila Rupa Goswami trying to teach us? Nothing happened without an intention. ஒரு நோக்கம், ஒரு குறிக்கோள் இல்லாம எதுவுமே அவங்க அங்க வந்து முன்னுக்கு வராது. அப்ப ரூப கோஸ்வாமியோட குறிக்கோள் என்ன? அவரோட நோக்கம் என்ன? ரைட்? அந்த நோக்கத்தை தெரிஞ்சுக்குவோம். சோ நோக்கம் வந்து என்னது? அவரோட நோக்கம் அவரோட நோக்கம் வந்து என்னது? என்னது? Rupa Goswami is that the devotees who are attracted by the pastime of the Lord in Goloka Vrindavan. Alright? Nambala வந்து when we are attracted, devotees who are attracted to the pastime of Lord in Gokula or Vrindavan. எப்படி கிருஷ்ணர் வந்து போனாரு, எப்படி படத்து பின்னாடி பாத்தீங்களா, அந்த சின்ன பையன் இருந்துட்டு மாடு மேய்ச்சிக்கிட்டு விளாண்டுக்கிட்டு ஓடிக்கிட்டு ஆடிக்கிட்டு அந்த மாதிரி இவங்க யாரு? தே ஆர் த டாப் மோஸ்ட் டிவோட்டீஸ். இவங்க தான் சிறந்த பக்தர்கள். ஓகே, are you all following me? Yeah, soundே காணோம்.
Yes, Prabhu, following. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. That means we only concentrate on his original form, means what he was in Vrindavan, his growing up time, not when he was the king or after that. Is it?
Yes, you are right. You hit the bullseye. What we want is, number one, when he was a young baby, right? When he was born, there is a Madhura Leela. Okay, when he was a boy, that's the thing we're going to celebrate soon. I think around another 1 or 2 months. No, and then the Damodara festival. Namam Ishwaram Satchit Ananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Gokule Brajamanam. Namam Ishwaram Sachit Ananda Rupam Lasat Kundale Gokulam Brajamana. Yashoda Biyoluka Ladda Vamanam Paramistam Atyanta Todutya Gopya. Mother Yasoda is there, Gopis are there, all the inhabitants are there, looking at this naughty boy Krishna breaking the pots and stealing the butter. That is the thing that we want. Then after that, he is growing up. When he grew up, he's so naughty, he like to go around, play around the thing. You know, when the gopis will be worshipping this Katyayani. It's a kind of Amman. Oh, I want to have a husband like Krishna. So what Krishna will do, he will go and disturb them. He say, no, you should pray to me. If you don't pray to me, I'm going to curse you that you're going to be a co-wife. Then after that, when the gopis are bathing, he go and drop all their clothes. And people are thinking, how crazy can it be? You know, how Krishna can simply go and take away people. There was such a small boy. He's not even a young 16, 17-year-old boy. 16 years old, he already went to, I think when he was around 16, he has already gone to Dwaraka to kill his mama, Kamsa. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி சின்ன பையன் சின்ன வாண்டு பிடிச்சது they take away all the sometimes பார்த்திருக்கீங்களா sometimes நம்ம குளிச்சிட்டு இருப்போம் நம்ம துண்டு வெளியே மாட்டிருப்போம் பிள்ளைங்க will just take the துண்டு and just go away. We will be knocking. Have anyone of you experienced that before? Have you anyone experienced that before? No one. உங்க பிள்ளைங்களா அவ்வளவு நல்ல பிள்ளைங்க very good lah. My children, when I go to one of my wife's side family, அந்த இடத்துல வந்து like துண்ட வெளியே தொங்க போடணும். After bathing, I say, where's my towel? Then I was wondering, then I can hear my daughter. Appa, I didn't take, so I have to beg her to bring back the towel to me. So like that, when it's childhood, then after that, while he was playing around, telling the father, then he raised the Govardhan hill, then after that, he played the flute. When he played the flute, not only the young girls, even the elderly gopis also get attracted. The first raga, the flute, the mother raga to call the gopis. Second raga called the Radharani. Third raga called the something. Fourth raga called the cows. ஒரு மாட்டுக்கு ஒரு ராகம் இருக்கு. இந்த ராகம் அடிச்சா அந்த மாடு ஓடி வரும். இந்த ராகம் அடிச்சா அந்த மாடு போ. Beautiful pastime. Alright? So in the Gokul pastime, the Gokula pastime தான் வந்துட்டு is a topmost ras prema ras. Right? அது வந்து ஆழம் தெரியாத கடல் மாதிரி. ஆழமே இல்லாத கடல் மாதிரி. அது உள்ளுக்கு குதிச்சு எவ்வளவு பெரிய கல்லை கட்டிட்டு உள்ளுக்கு குதிச்சா கூட போயிட்டே தான் இருப்பீங்க. நீங்க வந்து கீழே வந்து அந்த கரையை அவங்க அந்த கிரவுண்ட் உங்களால தேட முடியாது. Right? So that is the goal. That is what Raganuga. முதல் வந்து வைதி சாதனா, all reverence, rules and regulation. Then Raganuga. Follow the like just like a normal waiter பயந்து சர்வ் பண்ணுவான். ஆனா பட்லர் ஆயிட்டீங்கன்னா, yes sir, how can I help you? Right? Yes. Right? Bring me them. You just no, you don't drink that. You don't drink that. Oh, you have prepared for you something. You bring. அது கொஞ்சம் ராகானுகா, கொஞ்சம் ஸ்பான்டேனியஸா இருக்கும். Alright? அதுக்கப்புறம் போ அப்புறம் பாவா லெவல் இஸ் இன் த லெவல் ஆஃப் ராமச்சந்திரா, மரியாதை புருஷா, ராமச்சந்திரா, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு லெவலுக்கு வருவோம். கடைசியில பிரேமால வந்து பல வகை இருக்கு. ஆனா கடைசி அந்த உச்சங்கட்டத்துக்கு போனீங்க, அது எங்கேயோ போயிடும். So that's what we want that. Right? Good question, Mataji. Gandhi Mataji. Very good question. Anyone else got any other question? Oh, Krishna Rubini is here. Hare Krishna. வேற ஏதாச்சும் கேள்வி இருக்கா? வைஷ்ணவ கிருபா பிரபு, சரணலட்சுமி மாதாஜி, ஸ்வர்ணகாந்தி, சத்குணா மாதாஜி, சரஸ் மாதாஜி, விவன், ஞானம். Oh, Hare Krishna, ஞானம் மாதாஜி. How are you?
Okay, fine.
So have you managed to, are you waking up early to chant?
Yeah, every day.
Every day?
Every day.
How early you wake up?
Mostly 2:30. That's my usual time. I have to go to the toilet anyway. I have to go there.
Oh, how many rounds you chant now?
Still 16 to 18.
You are chanting somewhere 16 to 18 rounds.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, from 3 onwards.
No. I don't finish this 18. I finish about 5 rounds. By 5 o'clock, I
do
finish.
5 rounds.
Yeah. Then I continue throughout the day.
Very good, Mataji. I'm so happy because that day only we were asking, where's Jnana Mataji? It's been long. So happy to see you. Wow. That means first thing you wake up in the morning, you're chanting around 5 rounds at three onwards. Then after
Yeah.
that, over the whole day, you're finishing your 16 rounds.
Yes. Slowly at my own pace.
Wonderful, Mataji. You've
I
been
am so
here for the
old.
last. Huh?
I'm also older, so I cannot
Understand.
finish one shot.
You are 85, right? That is it?
Yeah.
85 years old. After 40 over years or 40, 50 years with the society, now only you have the taste to chant Hare Krishna. That is the
No,
greatest.
no. No, I've been chanting all the while.
I mean, 16 rounds you said, right?
Not 16 rounds only lately.
Yes, that's the thing. To have the minimum standard 16 rounds after so many years is such a wonderful feat.
Because I thought might as well try. It's nothing like trying, and then it's okay.
You feel good?
I feel good. I
Yeah.
cannot stop.
Cannot stop. Yeah. Then why stop?
I cannot stop at 3 or 4 or 5. I must continue 16 at least every day.
Yeah. So you've been chanting 16 for the last 1 month?
No, for the last 6 months maybe.
I mean 6 months ago. I mean our class.
Yeah.
When you first started the class, is it that time itself? Is it?
No, when I joined this class, when I joined Krishna, I don't think you were born even.
Mataji?
When I joined Hare Krishna movement, I don't think you were born even.
Which year was that?
That was so long ago when I was at least 26, 27.
That means you met Prabhupada.
Yeah. Prabhupada I didn't meet. I met others.
You joined in Malaysia, is it?
I joined in JB La. There used to be these Hare Krishna people coming to the houses,
Yeah,
They
I
used to
understand.
come. Those
But it
days
all
they would
happened
come
around
to
80s then, eh? It all happened around 80s, right?
Pardon?
It happened around 1980s then, eh? 80s only they start coming to Malaysia.
Yeah. That round about the time, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. 80s,
80s.
yeah, I'm already born.
You're born already.
I born in 78, Mataji.
I thought you were a young boy.
No lah, old man lah. 50, I'm going to be 50 in another 2 years.
Mm. So
All
like
right.
that.
So
But that
you
time I
very
was not so serious about it. I used to.
Yeah, I understand.
Now I've got plenty of time to meditate and sit and chant.
Okay, now if once 16 become a habit, maybe you can go a little bit more.
Yeah,
Maybe
a
you can.
little bit more. Sometimes without counting the rounds.
Oh, okay.
Yes, just like that. When I'm sitting quietly, especially when I'm depressed, I feel the Hare Krishna mantra is very great.
Very
Really
true.
soothing. You will forget all your worries.
Yes. Very true.
That's the best medicine, and I've told everybody also, my friends and my children also. Don't be depressed and think about your worry. Straight away go to Hare Krishna. Like that.
Very true.
Anyway, your talks are also very impressive.
Thank you, Mataji. I mean, you are such a great inspiration, Mataji. You are very inspiring. It's very inspiring because I think around last month or something like that, I was asking, how's that Mataji? I wonder how many rounds she's chanting and everything. And today I just noticed you.
No, sometimes I'm not free also all the time.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, you struggle to come into Zoom. Then after that, you don't know how to operate the Zoom. Now you could
Now
operate
it's very
the
easy.
now you know how to on. You know how to unmute.
Yeah.
It's a great growth, yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much for inspiring all of us, Mataji.
No, I should thank you for giving these wonderful speeches, these talks. It inspires everybody and feel better. It starts off very well. The day starts off very well for us.
Nice.
So it's very inspiring.
All Guru Srila Prabhupada, my Guru Maharaj. I'm just trying my best, actually, because I want to read this book and I know I'm a very lazy person. But now when I read along with all of you, we scrutinizingly study all this. Yeah. Anyway, did we mark the page? Did we mark the page? Alamak, wait, okay. Okay, so please mark the page. Where is it? The devotee who is attached to particular form. The devotee who attached to particular form. Which page is that? The devotee. Out of many kinds, okay. Devotee attached to the particular form does not. Oh, okay. We are somewhere at the end of. Oh, okay. Shall we just finish this because it's the final paragraph? Is it okay? We finish this.
Yes, Prabhu, if you can finish.
Okay, everyone. Because I just realized the final paragraph. This is the last verse. All right. So then tomorrow we can start chapter 5. All right. So Siddhantas. Okay. Now Siddhantas Siddhantas Twa Vedepi Srisha Krishna Swarupayo Rase not Krishyate Krishna Rupam Esa Rasastiti. All right, it's mentioned in 1:259. All right, let's see what is mentioned here. Okay. So a devotee who is attached to a particular form, of the Lord does not wish to redirect his devotion to other forms. Okay, sometimes you see a devotee who is attached to a particular form does not wish to redirect. That means he doesn't want to see any other form. Example like Hanuman. Hanuman is a devotee of Lord Ramachandra, knew that there is no difference between Ramachandra and Lord Narayana. He knows there's no difference, but yet he still wanted to render service to the only Ramachandra. He only want to serve Lord Ramachandra. That's it. This is due to the specific attraction of a particular devotee. All right. There are many, many forms of the Lord, but Krishna still the original form. Okay. Here is mentioned, Prabhupada saying Krishna is the original form, though all the devotees of the different form of the Lord are in the same category. So every devotee in the same category. All right. But we should understand that Krishna is the topmost. But still it is said, even everybody is in the same category. Still it says, but those who are devotee of Lord Krishna are the topmost in the list of all devotees. So now we understand that, of course, we are all Vaishnava. Example, like all the forms of Krishna that you pray, you are known as Vaishnava. If you are particularly attracted to Krishna, you're known as Karsha. But if you want to go into the topmost pastime of Krishna in Gokul, who is in charge is Mother Radharani, and we are known as Gaudiya. So Gaudiya is the thing that we want to get the prema. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came looking for that prema. He wants to know what is that prema is all about. Why people are crazy after me? Why people love me so much? Why people faint after looking at me? What do I have? What magic do I have? And to find out, he came in the form of Lord Chaitanya. Right? So Lord Chaitanya came, and what he relished? He relished prema. That is why the ISKCON society, we are under the Gaudiya Vaishnava society. We are all known as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and we want to achieve the topmost, which is among all the list of the devotees, to be a servant of, to be attracted, to be a lover of Krishna. All right. Even like once Krishna came to Radharani, I mean to the gopis, in the form of Narayana. He's standing there, and all the gopis are running. They say, hey, wait. What are you looking for? He say, hey, did you see Krishna? Did you see Krishna? They can't even recognize Lord Narayana, Lord Vishnu. They can't even recognize. They say, I only want Krishna. Where's Krishna? Who? Asking Lord Narayana. They say, I am Krishna. You are joking, are you? Tell me where's Krishna. Don't joke. I have no time for your joke. Where's Krishna? Because they're so frustrated. They're so hankering for Krishna. Where's Krishna? Hey, I am Krishna. Oh, they will scold you. It's a beautiful pastime. No? So like that. So that's the example. All right. All right. So with that, on Wednesday, we continue chapter 5. All right. Chapter 5. And thank you so much for everyone. Charan Lakshmi Mataji, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, Gandhi Mataji, Jnana Mataji, who is also a great inspiration to all of us. Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu and Jnana Mataji is a great inspiration, being a very elderly person, 81 and 85, and yet they can still have that faith and chant Hare Krishna. Even usually at that age, people say like they go senile, they're thinking, they become like this thing, but still they are very sharp Why? Because the Maha Mantra is so powerful, can keep you sane forever. All right? And the attraction is there. All right? And also Vivan Manikam Prabhu, Karpiya Saras Mataji, Sadguna Mataji, Krishna Rubini, and Swarna Kanti. Thank you all so much. We see you again on Wednesday at same time, 9 to 9:15. All right? Till then, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubevacha Paditanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebayo Namo Namaha. Srila Rupa Goswami ki jai. Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gora Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Gauranga.